all steak tastes the same.
See, Bobby, I'll explain to you, David. May I?
Yeah. Please.
I want to listen to it from you, like.
No, so Bobby, the difference is,
go on.
different cuts of steak have got different amounts of fat in, which is also referred to as marbling. And the fat or marbling that runs through the more tender, meaty parts of the steak increases depending on the cut. So a fillet, for example, is known for almost no fat, very lean meat, whereas a wagyu is known for its marbling, which is where all the richness and the flavour comes from.
Have you been on the phone to him?
No.
Whatever.
Bobby, Dave, I'm an educated man.
Go on.
So the more
steaks.
Still, he just eats a frying steak though.
The more fat or marbling in the steak. You know, like with the wagyu, for example, you recommend to not eat as much of it because of the fat or marbling that's in it. It makes it much more rich in flavour. Meaning, if you eat too much of it, it can upset your stomach. So it's recommended to eat it in smaller portions.
So what's
if I'm not mistaken, Dave?
How'd you get?
Free content enjoyers. If you like our content for free, like scum, and you think we're going to see more content from us, but maybe even different styles of content, head over to patreon.com/What's Happening Pod. Bobby, what is on the Patreon?
We've got loads on the Patreon. We've got Patreon exclusive episodes that obviously people on the Patreon will only be able to see. We've got early access, so instead of seeing it on a Thursday, you'll see it on a Tuesday. We've got specials on there, and obviously you being a Patreon member, you can guide us on which way we should do our specials, what we should film, what we should do. And even if you don't want to watch the anything on the Patreon anyway, if you just like us in general and you want to support us, like look what the people at Patreon have done for us already.
Yeah.
We've moved studio.
We like money.
We always like money, and more so when it's £4 a month. Patreon.com/What's Happening Pod.
See you over there. Bye.
Hello and welcome back, episode 82 of the What's Happening podcast. Hope you've all had a marvellous week. How are you doing? Comment below. Bobby will reply to every single comment. He said it before.
I might do.
In the studio this week, we've got the lead singer of Coldplay.
That's been said before.
Like you had the ring of the Chris, man. You know, the absolute. We've got Dave Chrisley in. Dave, for anybody who's watching at home who might not know, for the uncultured swines.
Yeah. For them McDonald's eaters.
What do you do, Dave? Who are you?
I am a chef. I've been chef for a long time, 25 years now. Recently ran Luban Restaurants, which won Best Restaurant in the UK last year.
All right.
Just
me.
right up there. Did we get all that?
Yeah, no, go on.
Now I'm doing a few other bits and pieces, but yeah.
You're not in Luban no more?
I'm not in Luban anymore, yeah.
No?
Yeah.
Conflict of interest, and we've been allowed to talk
Must
about
have been
Luban.
Luban.
We're off to a flying start.
Got carried away.
So how long have you been a chef?
25 years.
25 years.
How old are you?
40.
Oh yeah.
You look, to be fair, Dave, you're looking well. I'm 53.
Yeah.
We're both looking well for
We're
that age.
looking all right.
We're looking
okay. We've done all right. Yeah.
Has that always been the dream?
No, it was never the dream. It just kind of happened, to be honest. So I used to do art and design and illustration.
Very nice.
Still sort of the same thing, don't you think about it?
It's
How well do you present your plate?
Very well.
Well, there you go.
It's all about presentation.
Yeah.
You know.
So what was it?
He's that type of chef, right? It's you're still starving when you leave.
Yeah.
Because it's art on a plate. But I'm like,
oh yeah. Do you know what? Here's a question for you then, Dave, because I've seen some of your dishes. I've seen some of your dishes that and obviously I feel like it's weird that like you pay more money and get less food. Right,
yeah.
But you know, if you go out, what do you like? Ooh. Do you like more on the plate, or do you like a little fucking shell of
That's a good question.
cockles or something? I don't know. I'm not a chef.
I think if you're going to go out and spend a lot of money, that's your special treat, and it's going to be very refined and nice, and that's something that I'll do occasionally.
Yeah.
When I'm
it's flavours in it, though.
Yeah. Let's go and experience something. Let's go and have an amazing experience. Yeah. I think otherwise it's just food. You just eat it.
That's exactly what it is. It's just fuel.
90% of the restaurants in Liverpool are just fuel, really.
Yeah.
But now they're all expensive because of inflation and
that's
shit.
Very true.
I don't understand all the chef business. So are you like Michelin?
I've never got a Michelin star. I've worked in a Michelin star. I've never got a Michelin star for me. That might come.
How
in the
do you
future,
go about? How do you go about getting that? If I said tomorrow I want to be a Michelin star chef, how do you do that? Have you got to go to Michelin college or something? I don't know.
No. It's just years and years of honing your craft, being good. I mean, there's people out there chasing the star. They've been chasing it for years and years. They might never ever get it.
Is that the three wise men found Jesus?
Exactly.
But how does that? How does that
Definitely
just,
late burner there, you know.
how does that just come across though? How
So
does
it's,
it, like,
so
you got,
Michelin is like, it's like the fucking
but is it like
boxing
scouting?
federation?
So if I was good at footy and I'd have a scout there, would I have a Michelin scout who's like, ooh, he's cooking a good food?
Technically, yeah. If you open a restaurant, you're doing great things, getting loads of great feedback, and they send people in.
Oh, really?
They send people in over a period of time as well, and they're looking
So like
for consistency.
secretly examine.
Yeah.
So you get like mystery shopped, and then they report back to
That's
the.
it.
It reminds me of Ratatouille when the fat fella comes
What,
in.
what accolades that is, because Michelin stars the best in it, and then you get a Rosette.
Rosette. So you've got AA and Michelin. Obviously, they're both car companies initially, or obviously.
I look like the Michelin man, big fat fella.
Wait, what?
Michelin.
Yeah.
Michelin tires.
But I can't imagine it's the
and
same
the AA
company.
is the other one as well.
Yeah.
So wait there. So if you get a Michelin star, it's the same.
No, it's not the same company.
Oh, I was going to say, what the fuck? That doesn't mean, yeah.
It's not now, but it was originally.
Ah, well, shut your mouth then. But it actually was.
Michelin tires created the Michelin Guide, and it was basically telling people where to drive to.
I wonder what it was that led them from the tyre
To go and
business
eat.
to...
No, well, they were still selling the
makes sense, I like
tyres,
that.
because the further you drive, this place is 3 Michelin stars. You've got to go there. How many tyres are you going to wear out on the way?
I see.
Technically.
I see.
There you go.
So it was a racket.
It was a racket,
At what point did you...
And the AA did the same, yeah.
That's
Yeah,
I would never have actually tied the two together.
It's interesting, isn't it?
When was it you decided you wanted to be a chef? Like,
I was in
getting
kitchens from the age of 15. Went to the local pub and just said I need money, basically.
Fair.
As we do, as we all do. And that was fucking eye opening. I'm not gonna lie. As a 15-year-old kid from Chilwell walked into this, out of my bubble that I thought was the real world, and went into a kitchen, and that was the real world. I saw everything within a week, and I was like, oh my god.
To get where
This
you
is
are
real
now,
life.
like chefing's hard, like the amount of hours you've got to put in, and at the start the pay isn't the greatest
Oh, it's
either,
the
is it?
worst,
So
yeah.
if
It takes
if
a
you
long
look at like
time.
an hourly rate, you're probably the fucking lowest paid in the country, do you know what I mean? 'Cause it's
Yeah,
ridiculous the
especially when
hours
you're on a
put in.
salary. When you get your first salary, and you're like, oh, that looks nice, that, and then you realise you're working like 110 hours to get your salary. No, this works out at £2.50 an hour.
If you've ever put in a sweatshop.
Sell the Avon instead.
We might as well have been in a sweatshop, yeah. You are battling away for hours and hours a day. And then this year, I've kind of took a step away from the restaurant game because, A, I'm getting on a bit, and B, the restaurant industry is in the shit at the moment.
Is it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's hard work, man.
Why? Cost of living though, innit?
Cost of
Really,
living's
yeah.
gone through the roof,
cost
so
of the fucking
customers have
scrams
less
as
money.
Yeah.
So less customers are coming out. When they were coming out, they're spending less money
Yeah,
anyway.
being tight as much as
Electricity
arsehole.
bills tripled overnight. You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
Yeah.
Gas went up, everything went up, and you're just sitting there going, "This doesn't make
Not
sense
even worth it,
anymore."
yeah.
Because then you're putting your price up to cover your overhead,
Yeah,
and then
but
it
you
just
can't.
has a negative
Yeah, you
impact
put your
as come up
prices
with
up to
something,
match what's happened. And
Putting your
everyone
prices
like,
up
"No fucking
and
eating
making
there."
smaller plates.
Yeah, see, that's
And there's the price of
Enjoy
produce
your
having gone up
French
as well.
fry.
Absolutely everything's gone up. So your chicken breast is like costs more now, and it's like we
Wouldn't you
can't
just
pass
buy
that
your
on.
own chickens and then breed them and then kill them?
I mean, you could. It'd
That's
take
a-
a
that's a whole-
fucking long
I'm just thinking
time. We'll
outside.
start with the
That's a
eggs.
whole
We'll start with the eggs. Yeah,
And then
Go
I'm
from
not just
there.
going to get bored and impatient and just cook the eggs instead.
Yeah,
You're
people
gonna
out
tie
there
yourself
doing that
up.
already. Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
That's
Incubating
their
eggs.
job.
So have you got like a... Like let's say you're at home.
Yeah.
Let's say you took off the chef's hat.
Okay,
and
okay.
you're at home. Have you got like
little rat
have
just
you,
runs out.
have you got a favourite dish to cook? Like what's your signature?
Weetabix.
See, this is probably the most hated question among chefs. What's your signature dish?
Because you've got that many.
But it's coming. Yeah.
Oh, go on.
But
All right then, what's your signature dish that
No,
you
no,
cook,
what's-
and what's your signature dish that you like to eat?
okay, here we go. So obviously I've done Chinese food recently. I went off to China and studied out there and
Yeah.
became the
Fuck
world's
off.
first
Yeah.
Western apprentice to a Chinese master chef.
Yeah.
Cool story.
Oh, that's
We'll talk
we'll
about
get
that
into that in a
another
minute.
time.
No, get into that in a minute. Go on,
We'll
keep it
talk about
going.
that later. Anyway, so Chinese food I've been learning over the last kind of 4 or 5 years, and that's been really cool, enjoying that and seeing real Chinese food, not salt and pepper chicken boxes and all that shit.
Oh, I'm not
Yeah.
interested then.
Yeah, we're done. I'll get the coat. And so Chinese food I've really been getting into, like the real getting right down, going to the basics of fundamentals of Chinese cooking, which is a bit nerdy, but fucking love it. But
It's your thing,
really,
though, innit?
Is it just loads of peanut
really,
oil?
if I had to only have one dish for the rest of my life, or me death row dinner, it's gonna be a fucking boss roast dinner. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Nice rib of beef. Fucking Yorkshire puddings, roast potatoes,
Really?
Gravy on your
all
tits and
everything, every veg there is in the world.
So is that your favourite
Crackling.
dish to eat?
Yeah, I mean, I fucking love Christmas dinner, man.
Yeah.
Christmas dinner's the best, isn't it?
It's not better than just overdosing on roasties, like.
Yeah, you know, and then eating it for the next 3 days. I try to make so many roast potatoes that I've got enough for the next day. Never.
I'm
Gary's
pulling up your
Christmas
I'm
Day.
getting hard
I'm
here,
still
you know, I
there.
swear, like.
I'm still there on fucking like midnight on Christmas Day, just finishing the last of the roast.
Fucking bubbling squeeze the next
So
morning.
that's your favourite city. What's your favourite?
Down my face.
What's your favourite to
Burning your
cook?
tits, but you're not asked.
Again, I love to cook it as well. I mean, I'll do Christmas dinner every year.
So
Fucking
you'd
love
say
it.
that was your both
Yeah.
for them then
It's
for the same
almost
question?
like my very first job was like a carvery, so roast dinners was the thing.
Yeah,
So
okay,
when I was
yeah, yeah,
15,
yeah. Carvery.
that was like the first thing. 15 years old, carvery.
Have you
I
ever
don't know,
met
it just stuck
Toby?
with me. I mean, Toby, go away. A big story about Toby.
Yeah, Toby's paedophile.
If you've actually met Toby, then you're someone. Fuck Michelin. Who's met Toby?
I've got 3 Toby stars.
3 of the jugs on myself.
I've got 3 jugs of gravy on.
So what then were you 15, first time ever setting foot into a kitchen then? That young, yeah?
Yeah, and that was.
And what was that? Was that just like a kitchen, like fucking dish, or was you?
I was the kitchen. I was washing dishes.
Yeah, that's what I
basically.
mean. That's what I was
peeling
trying to get at.
potatoes, and I bought quickly. I started to
What
help
kitchen was
out
it?
and learn more. Halfway house in Chilwell, Wootton Road. Yeah.
Some fucking
Honestly,
scenes
the first week, I had. Sorry, Mum. I tried pretty much every class A there was within 6 days.
You've got to keep going. You've got to keep on the ball in the kitchen.
I got my first job. Really, I was taught how to roll joints for all the chefs. So
Fuck, I've got a job.
Yeah.
That's an important job.
That is, yeah,
I
yeah.
got sent down the back.
Surprised not in
Because
fucking
no one would
pastries,
know
nothing.
that I wasn't there, basically, because I was so insignificant.
Yeah.
As a 15-year-old skinny kid washing the
The
dishes.
joint roller, boss
They
that.
taught me how to like roll the joints for them, so when they would go on the breaks, all the joints were ready.
That is a cool place.
This is week 1.
Did
right?
you ever let you roll
I've never
yourself a
touched a drug before that. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
15 years old. Do you know what I mean?
You've ever like thrown any time in it or anything like that? Just fucking knock them off. Different
No,
flavour profiles.
I'd have been terrified for my life, to be honest.
Yeah, I've a rosemary kush one for you.
You've got the time-censored bud. You know what I mean?
Like what's it like glazing the skin with honey and that? Just fucking getting it all, getting it all.
Not
Like,
licking
like a-
this,
but
I'm
like a
just
proper
glazing it,
fucking-
yeah, with a little brush,
a
pastry
proper
brush.
Michelin star chef though with a little flamethrower like that.
Have you seen the chefs now cooking with cannabis over in the States? And like,
Yes, I have.
There's a
Infused.
program.
Yeah,
There's
yeah,
a
yeah.
Do you know
show,
the
wasn't it?
Campo getting twatted off?
Yeah,
that was
yeah,
a-
yeah,
that was
yeah,
a
yeah,
great
yeah.
That's
show.
a good show. That
Yeah,
is a
Yeah,
nice
yeah.
show.
There was
I love
another
that.
one. Who's the rapper? And he done one. Oh fucking hell!
Good chat.
They've all got the same name. 2 Chainz.
There we
Yes.
go. Good chat,
He
yeah.
does. Yeah, he does one. It gets infused, and he ends up
Just
having too
wellied
much,
on
and he's
wasted.
fucking wiped out.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's cool. Yeah, I mean, yeah.
There's a show on Netflix. I was watching it the other week. I think it might literally be called Cooking with
Bake.
Cannabis or
Oh,
something like
I thought
that.
it was called
no,
Baked.
No, and it
That'd be a
no,
better
it
name.
might be.
Yeah,
I
well
think
better
yeah,
name.
and it's like a MasterChef type of thing.
Yeah.
And like they all
That's
come
all
on,
with
like,
cannabis though.
yeah, and
Yeah.
it's like every meal's infused, and like
And they have
some
to
of them
tell the
are,
measurements, not don't they?
yeah, some of them are infused with
strength.
different amounts and different strains per course, so
Yeah.
that like the meal takes you on like a journey through
Oh, God, yeah.
sativa and indica, and it's just like I'd rather just have a joint than get a chippy.
Yeah.
Talk
Better
about a
chicken
classic
box.
man,
That's it.
crispy chili beef, kush one. I'm happy.
He's happy as
one.
laddie. Yeah.
Talking about like cooking on the telly then, so is it twice you've been on Great British Menu, was it?
Yeah.
Have
Oh,
you got
cool, I
any,
didn't know
have you
that.
got any more sort of TV things in the future that you want to get on?
Yeah, so I'm interested. So I've done Great British Menu 2 years. That was really cool. They come down and meet the professionals, which was mad. That was just madness last
Who
year.
were the
as
other
well.
professionals you were on with?
It was other restaurants in Liverpool, and we had to compete against them.
Oh really?
Yeah,
That's
How'd you
it.
get on?
we were robbed.
Who won?
Italian Clubfish on Bold Street.
Yeah, shit,
Fuck
that's
them.
going to be in it.
Oh, the top of Bold Street. I'm on it. Yeah.
Good
I
restaurant.
much prefer their neighbour restaurant's American pizza slice.
He knows what he likes. He knows what he likes.
Yeah, and a simple you know what, like when it comes to food with me, like I'm not a massive eater. Like I'm not one of these people who eat, as you can tell.
I am.
Me and Gary, vastly different men. But like when I do eat though, like I am more interested in the quality of the food.
Savouring the
like,
flavours
Yeah,
of your
yeah,
pizza
like
slice.
Is he fucking lying to
No,
me?
no,
Yeah,
no, listen,
innit?
When he goes to
serious.
KFC, he goes, "Lad, just go past there and get a free chicken
Yeah,
mini
no,
for the
but,
chicken
yeah,
burger."
I'll have a
KFC's
KF.
about
I'll
that.
go to KF. But if I'm eating out, if I'm going to a restaurant,
Yeah.
I'm personally, I am more concerned with the quality and the flavour. What? You don't need to be serious.
Lad, we were in fucking...
I'm just trying to speak to a guy about food.
We were in Hull. We were in Hull at a gig, and we went to the chippy next door to get salt and pepper chicken.
This was good salt and pepper chicken.
And he was carrots in it, and he's going, lad, there's carrots in me salt and pepper chicken.
Dave, it was something I've never seen before.
Listen, outside Liverpool, they've got it all wrong in Chinese food.
But listen, Dave, food critic, Dave.
Mano.
It improved the dish tenfold, Dave.
But do you want to know something that's mad? Like Schumeyers.
Yeah.
Try and say a Schumeier to someone who doesn't live in Liverpool. You don't have a fucking clue what they are, you
No
know?
idea what it is.
Yeah,
Shumai?
proper man.
Really?
Don't,
Go
honest
to
God.
London and ask for a shumai.
They don't have a clue what it
Is it
is.
a dumpling or something?
Yeah,
Is that what it is?
a little pork dumpling, yeah. Well, the thing is, Liverpool's got a massive Chinese culture here. and
Yeah,
it's like
yeah.
It has done for a long
Too
time. Sorry. The bosses.
Lights in here, I meant. Loads of them.
What's your favourite restaurant in Chinatown then?
Okay. Tough one. I always used to go to May on Berry Street. I've been there for the dim sum.
Yeah.
Phenomenal.
It is.
I used to go to Marbo all the time.
Yeah.
The dirtier the kitchen, the better the food, though.
rating, but the
said it
food
before.
is
Yeah.
phenomenal.
But that's what the Marbo was like. The Marbo used to have all the fucking ducks and that hanging in the window.
Yeah,
and to
yeah.
get the toilet, you had to walk through the kitchen and go and piss in a box in the shed. It was fucking sick.
Dirtier
What
the
was the
kitchen,
boss
the
though?
better
The food
the
was incredible.
food.
There you
I'm
go.
telling you now. Where's the
I
one that
went
we
in
went on?
China.
What's that one in Chinatown we went to?
I've been in China a few times, but this one I went and
Newcastle.
yeah, Newcastle's decent as well.
Life
But,
in there.
yeah, Luban used to be boss. I've heard it's gone downhill.
Yeah.
No, keep going to Luban, it's belter.
What's your thoughts on McDonald's? Are you just snarly? Because I could imagine a man of say such great chef experience would not like a McDonald's.
I mean,
I know,
it's
yeah.
one of them. It's one of them that I think it's a great idea at the time. Eat it and go, that was fucking shit. It was awful.
Yeah.
It's the only place in the world
convenient,
where
though,
you'll
yeah.
go in, you'll get
starving.
freezing cold chips, you'll get a crap burger and be happy with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Scousers are happy with it,
Yeah.
which that pisses me off. It's like you're ordering it on delivery, it's taking 25 minutes to get
Fucking
there.
hell.
It's stone
You
cold.
don't bring no fucking sauce.
It's
And then
stone
Uber Eats,
cold.
you've got to chip anyway.
It's the only time McDonald's is nice is when everything is banging fresh,
Yeah.
and then you eat.
Half 11 in the morning,
Yeah,
breakfast
yeah,
just
yeah.
finished.
Yeah.
Breakfast, yeah.
Breakfast just finished, there's a fucking chicken
I
nuggets
do
first
have
out
the
the fryer.
breakfast a couple of times a week. That's me probably guilty pleasure because I'm driving to work quick. I'll
Yeah.
just go and grab the breakfast so I know I've got calories in
Yeah,
me.
yeah. But you
Yeah.
don't snarl it, you'll still eat
Don't
it.
snarl it, and my son fucking loves him. Little boy,
How old is your son?
he's 8, and like ask him what his favourite restaurant is, and it's like McDonald's.
Yeah,
But no,
yeah,
but it sounds like it's like I
You've
know a
got
few
to get
people-
that out. Got to
Oh,
get
done
that
it
out
anymore.
to
I'm
the
like,
young.
"Don't you going to eat this? I've made this fresh ragu for you, and I've made fresh pasta for you tonight." No, want a McDonald's. Want a Domino's.
That's
But
it.
there's a few people I know like who in the food industry who won't get the kids that shit and they're like, nah, you're not eating this, so fair play to you for letting the kid
Yeah.
be a kid like.
Yeah, it's a rare treat for him. I used to have it as a rare treat when I was a kid. But
Cooking real
it's
food's
going
a rare
back
treat for
long
my
time
kids.
now.
Mackies every day.
Is there a obviously like you've been a chef for 25 years.
Yeah.
I'm assuming you've cooked probably every different type of cuisine out there. Is there a specific cuisine that you enjoy cooking the most? Is the one with just like, because I can imagine Chinese or Indian food with like a lot of different like seasonings and shit. I can imagine that to be more fun to make than others.
Chinese has been learning real Chinese food has been dead interesting. So
Yeah.
I obviously really like that. I've done British for a while. It's okay, but it tends to be a bit tedious.
Yeah.
There is guys doing phenomenal stuff with British stuff out there, but it tends to be like there's your meat, there's your veg.
It's very standard
and we
stuff.
always
Yeah.
have potato because
There's always
Yeah,
a
yeah,
carbohydrate somewhere.
Italian I kind of got quite bored with quite quickly, and I've been to great Italian restaurants, but I've been like, well, it's still just Italian food.
It's just
isn't it?
pasta.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
still tomato. Everything's got
yeah.
tomatoes on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
South American food was quite interesting back in the day. Alma de Cuba. I was head chef there for quite a few years, but we were doing really nice.
Oh, was you
food
the one
there.
doing the heavy roast on a Sunday?
Back in the day, yeah. And we
Yeah,
had the
man.
gospel choir singing.
Oh,
and
yeah,
that.
man.
You know
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
We
right, lad.
created
I've
that.
had your
We
food loads of
started
times.
that.
It's right, fella.
We started
I
that.
like
yeah,
that.
yeah, that was a belter.
Now
Oh,
it's
yeah.
on its ass.
Yeah.
Oh gosh, yeah.
I remember.
I'm going to get a big sign, bring Dave back.
When
Well, it could happen actually. Well, yeah. Well,
would you not write down with the Cuba's kitchen off the cards for yourself, Dave?
I don't know.
Is there a Dave Pitchley Arm with the Cuba reunion on the cards?
It could be.
Yeah.
It could be. There's
But are you
literally
going to like wear like the carnival gear in the
There's
kitchen as well like that?
No, I married one of the dancers. Did
you?
Yeah, you know, up there. Come on. You know that.
Like that. Hey, Dave, here's a
Yeah, you're
question.
not getting a job there, so you won't like
Benefits
it.
of the job. Yeah.
So
I married
seeing as
one of
you-
the Brazilian dancers.
Seeing as you've learned all
Fair play,
your Chinese expertise,
Yeah.
what's the difference between like real Chinese food and going to chippy?
I mean, where do we begin? Well, they use a little bit of MSG in China. What the main differences I found was how everything was really delicate, beautiful. Over here, they are catering for British people.
Yeah.
Everything's really salty. Everything's really sweet.
Nothing's
as well.
not like you're not getting curry with everything.
No, I mean I never even saw curry in China.
That's what I mean. Yeah. It's
I
mad,
was never
innit?
served rice in China. Isn't
Really?
that mad?
Yeah?
Isn't that mad?
Really?
Yeah.
Well,
What's a staple food in China then? What's the
It depends where you're from. China's a
Different
vast
provinces, is it?
country.
Yeah.
It's massive.
Is it China where the KFC on Christmas Day?
No, that's Japan.
Oh, Japan. Okay.
Japan's good.
crazy
But
tradition, though.
I've seen some random stuff in China, but it was dead nice.
what was
but
the maddest food you ever?
I mean, there was-
You see the street markets and
There's some crazy stuff.
I never went to I went to everywhere I went to was big cities, so
Yeah.
very modern, very progressive, lots of money there. So I never got to see like the markets.
Yeah.
That's very rural out in the countryside
Oh, okay.
where anything goes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's snakes, spiders.
Have you seen the new one where they're sucking stones?
Sorry?
Oh yeah.
Have you
Where did I
seen
see
that? They're cooking them in all oils and then they're just sucking stones and spitting the stones
Just
out.
suck the
Weird.
flavour off the
Yeah.
stone. It was
Yeah.
bizarre. Yeah.
Honestly,
One of the weirdest things
It's good
I've
for your
ever heard.
diet though, Gary. I'm just saying.
Oh yeah.
Throwing shade.
Not pointing at you directly. I was just making polite conversation.
Openly say your
I'm
names.
openly saying, listen, Gary, you fat cunt, suck some stones.
Sorry,
Get rid of your
gonna
kidney stones.
annihilate me in a minute.
Suck some stones and lose some
But,
stones.
yeah, I walked into nice. That's the one.
This guy.
What's the best food for weight loss day?
Stones.
But
We're onto it.
did they eat everything? Like, not everything, but like I've seen like videos
no, yeah,
on TikTok
they
and
do.
everything's like pure raw. Like they're eating like octopus raw and it's still moving and everything. And it's like, what are you?
Again,
Kill it, lad.
it's regional, and the Japanese are big on raw food as well. But probably the weirdest stuff I saw. I will eat it. I'll try anything.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
yeah.
Because I think I need to.
You've
It's
sure,
part
yeah,
of
you've
my
got to,
job.
haven't you? Yeah.
So I was over there and eating these amazing fish restaurants, like phenomenal. But like you go and past the tanks with everything in, and you're like looking at fish going, that's a weird looking fish. Not sure about that. Then like, yeah.
And is
just
he
put the
like fish where, like, put fish where if you don't cook them properly, you can fucking...
Yeah,
Kill
so
you,
that's-
yeah.
That was more like Japan. Yeah, you're gonna have a
You
license.
said that then, Japan.
Japan.
Yeah. Japan.
What you need a license in Japan to cook that type of food?
Yeah.
Is it because it's that dangerous if you cook it wrong?
Yeah. You'll
But
die.
how do you cook it right then? If do you know what? Because there's no.
It's the way to prepare it. I think you have to take out a certain bit. I don't know.
Oh,
I'm not trained.
okay, yeah,
So
makes
the
sense.
gland
Makes
can
sense.
kill you.
Yeah,
exactly.
alright,
Have you
So
seen
that's
that restaurant in Japan that's got, it's just a noodle restaurant and he's got his Michelin star? Have you seen it?
Yeah. There's a couple of them in China as well. There's it with like just chicken and rice on it, and Michelin star.
Boss.
But
Is
yeah,
there
there
any-
was sea turtles. I was a bit like, oh,
Sea turtle
Yeah,
with,
man.
with the shell.
yeah, with the shell.
What?
In the tanks, you're looking at them going, oh mate, I'm not sure about
And you
that.
eat the
The
shell.
shell's the bowl,
Did-
innit?
did you try it?
Yeah. No, literally, like
turtle soup.
they eat them.
Wait,
Yeah,
what?
yeah.
Did you try it?
I didn't try it.
No,
No.
we attempted.
Do you know?
I was
Wait,
tempted.
you want to
I'd like to know what it
you
tastes
actually
like.
eat the shell?
I just you have to kind of eat
Oh,
it out.
I was going to say, what the fuck?
I've seen
He just fucking
videos.
goes down the hill on it like that. Fucking flying. No, the thing is though, like with food like that, it's the culture. So like over here, it's weird to us, but there it's the norm. Like,
Yeah.
I don't even remember. You might be too young, but you might remember the buffet star in
dead
town.
old.
Oh, I do, yeah,
So the
yeah.
buffet star, I was in there on Sunday, scranning fucking duck pancakes, right? And on Monday morning,
So
there was a
good.
news on the Echo, a news article on the front page of the Echo. Buffet star closed down because there was Alsatians in the freezer, and they were serving it as duck. Mate, I enjoyed it.
Do you ever
I
remember the
scrammed it,
horse?
I scrammed it.
Do you ever
Mad, innit?
remember the horse meat scandal in Tesco?
Findus.
Horse-
Religiously, yeah,
off.
them fucking
Nay.
boss.
Yeah. Everyone kicked off. See what he did there.
Yeah, I like that.
Right.
But that was scandalous, wasn't it? And everyone was like, "Oh, we're eating horse." We're eating horse.
It's one of them.
I ate
that's
it in
mint.
Switzerland, and I was served it as horse, and I was like, "Go ahead, I'll try some horse steak." You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It was cheaper
What was
than
it like?
beef. It was nice. Yeah.
Was it?
It was nice.
It's meant to be a lot leaner. There's more protein in it.
Yeah, it was very beefy to be fair, but yeah. I don't know. It was cheaper, and I was quite skint at the time, so
Yeah,
I was happy
well,
to
I
get
was
a big
gonna
steak,
ask.
and it was
Could,
horse.
could you get it like medium rare? Is it the same deal?
Yeah.
Oh, is it
Sick.
red meat? Is it a horse?
Biftec du cheval, mate. Yeah.
Is that what it's called in
Horse
Switzerland?
steak.
Is it?
Yeah.
Beef de du cheval.
It was
Fucking
alright.
posh.
Sounds like an Audi
Does
advert,
sound, but actually
doesn't
it's
it?
just a chunk of horse.
Just Alfred Romeo.
Yeah.
Is there any
technique and all
foods?
that.
Any food you hate cooking with? Is there any foods which you just dread
I just
using?
hate it. I'm not a big fan of aubergines. Like,
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
can you see that?
Like the
Yeah,
like the
absolutely.
penis kind, yeah.
Fuck you, aubergines.
Homophobic, you lad.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, everyone says to me, "Oh, you gotta try this," and I'm like eating it, going, "No, I'm not feeling it, mate." However, it's done.
I can't
Even when it's
imagine
roasted and it's pureed,
there's certain foods out there that you're just like, all right, yeah, it's
No,
I'd rather not cook with that. Yeah, thanks.
But are you quite open with your food?
Yeah, I'll always try something. But yeah, I've got a weird thing for soup as well. I just don't like soup.
I don't like. I won't give soup a time of day.
I've never had it.
I don't think a drink should taste like a scran.
Mate, me and you are the same, bro.
I don't think it's
me and you.
What about like gazpacho? Is it the cold one?
I don't think a drink should taste like beef. Personally.
All right then.
No.
Oh yeah, him and his Bovril.
No, if I'm getting a drink, I don't want to drink. Then I go, roast.
I know my bed coming into the kitchen the other day. I was
try and make nice soups, and I'll taste them obviously, and I'm like, that's dead nice.
Try your own food.
But I would probably never order a bowl of soup anywhere.
I get that. I don't think anyone fucking does. If you order a bowl of soup in a restaurant, you're a paedophile. Like the only time you'd have a soup is when you're skint and you have a cup of soup.
Yeah, but do you not get an appetizer from the chippy?
What about you?
Chicken and sweet corn soup.
Shut your fucking mouth.
I like making chicken and sweet corn soup.
There you go.
Okay.
I do make
crackers everywhere.
If I'm eating a soup, it's got to be solid. It's got to be chunky.
Yeah. Not in your mouth like that.
The closest thing,
like it takes starch in it, and it's all.
The closest thing I think I enjoy to a soup is scouse, because it's a bit thicker and there's actual food in it.
Yeah,
so is stew.
That's not a soup. Yeah, come on. You can't class that together. Sacrilege, man. Sacrilege. Gotta love a good scouse.
That's like food anti-Semitism, what I've just done there.
It's the worst thing ever.
So you said you started working in that kitchen in Chilwell. Are you trained? I know you went and studied the master in Shannon. Are you classically trained or what?
So what I did was I realised when I was working in this kitchen. So I was in college and I was doing the art and I was doing graphics, and I went off to Wales to do illustration. But I carried on working in this restaurant.
Just throwing sheep.
Yeah, pretty much. I was coming back at the weekends to do to work in the kitchen, because it was kept me money coming in. Yeah, you had to learn about all new types of drugs that was coming out.
Learn how to roll a blunt as opposed to a joint.
Yeah, well, there you go. Yeah, next level. And then kind of decided at the end of university, kind of came out of uni, there was no jobs in the field that I wanted to go into. So it was just like, get straight back into kitchens, why not? So then I got like a college to come to me rather than me go to college, because I wanted to carry on working. Yeah. Didn't want to stop work because I was earning good money for that age anyway. So living the life of Riley, smashing the hours in, earning money. So college came to me, got all my qualifications on the job, and then just never stopped. Then I just wanted to be the best. I was just like, I wanted to be.
Did you set any goals?
No, and it was a bit mad because everyone's like, "Who's your favourite chef?" And I was like, "I'm just not really into other chefs." Like
the black one off South Park.
I've never been there. Yeah,
He's probably the funniest one.
Yeah, I was there. Oh, sorry, fucking hell. Get me coat again.
Get me coat.
And I just went from there really. I just wanted to be the best I could be. Do you know what I mean? So I just went on and worked some of the best places around the northwest. And then it took me on a mad journey. Obviously, like China was massive, and then this year, since I've taken a step back out of the kitchen, ironically, it's opened massive doors to me. So I've been out to Vegas, I've been to Belek in Turkey, did a private dining on the beach for 120 people there,
nice.
Which is phenomenal. I went to Evia in
Must be able to get in your zone a bit there, just on the beach, just cooking.
Yeah, it was. I mean, obviously, they were on the beach. We had a professional kitchen set up.
Yeah,
there,
I was going to say sandal over your food.
Yeah, it was amazing. Evia in Greece, got flown out there. Was doing some work for them, cooking in a cave on a mountainside on a boat. Like dead boss. Like, just loved it.
That's nice.
What else? I've been to China. Been to Shandong and to Beijing. And just got back from Istanbul a few weeks ago as well.
That's
I'm actually going out and seeing all different things.
Cooking kebabs.
It must be interesting though.
700 people we cook for in Istanbul at once.
If the phone rang tomorrow and they were like, "Dave, gig here for you, the Gaza Strip, you going?"
How much you paying me?
Would you? We can't pay you, but we can promise
that I survive.
It's topical. Just gas.
It's topical.
There's no strip.
It's on topic.
So. Like, because it must be interesting.
To answer that question, probably not.
Sorry.
Probably.
I just thought because it was a fucking war-torn place. I weren't being horrible.
Yeah, you was.
Ukraine's old now. Gaza's the new fucking.
Quick question though.
Yeah.
Quick question though. Who, if you had to put your money on, who would it be? Hamas or the IDF?
To be fair, right?
We're going there. Israel are going to obliterate the entirety of Gaza, and it's going to be horrible.
I don't listen to the news or watch the news very much, right? I'm not into it.
Yeah.
And like my bird was talking about it yesterday. She's like, "Oh, fucking this Hamas, no, that's ridiculous." And because I've took myself away from the news, I was like, do you know what though? I said fucking Israel have been assholes for fucking years, punishing
100 years, lad.
Exactly what I'm
hundreds of
saying.
years, but then I didn't. All I thought it was just rebels from Hamas bombing them. But have you seen the shit they're doing?
Yeah.
Beheading kids and everything.
Yeah, but if you think about
allegedly,
it, if you think about it, though, right? And we will.
Let's go back to food, guys.
I know that was a fucking mad segue.
It's just going to get heavy.
I won't tell you whose side I'm on until the Patreon episode, so stay tuned for that.
There we go.
Another little word from one of the sponsors. Dan, who's the sponsor?
I'm glad you asked, Bob, because Gary was over there looking awfully confused.
I was very confused.
Yeah, well, Gary, you'll be glad to know the sponsor. It's on your t-shirt,
Fucking hell, it is as well.
Technicals.
Technicals.
And if you're sitting there wondering over Technicals, what the Technicals do? See this t-shirt? They do this.
Wow.
Technicals are a sports and activewear brand that put a heavy focus on keeping their attire stylish, keeping it contemporary. So if you live an active lifestyle, but you don't want to dress like a geography teacher, head over to technicalsbrand.com and use code
Happenin 20.
I'm glad you remembered.
Now, of course, you can buy the stuff in JD, but please don't do that. Please go onto the website. Help us out. Help you out. Get 20% off. Happenin 20. Technicalsbrand.com. Boom.
Love ya.
Be interesting as a chef.
Yeah.
Going, because obviously when you travel all around the world, going to these different places, I'm assuming you're working with chefs from all over the world as well. It must be interesting just even being able to pick up little bits of technique off other people who've learned a completely different way and have been brought up around it in a completely different culture. It must be sick being able to see that just all work in tandem.
And all the different ingredients that you're seeing as well. Because it's stuff that, like, I know what it is, but I've not really used it. And these guys are using tons of it because it's grown around here. Or in Evia, we were up mountainsides, like chopping our own herbs, and it was boss. And then we went out fishing to go and get our sea bream.
Oh yeah, that's nice.
That's heavy.
That sounds like a new band selling fucking Mersey trout everywhere. It's fucking disgusting.
I made my own cheese sauce with mac and cheese the other day. I think that was cool.
There you go.
Yeah, I felt like a fucking
proper
wee. You know what I mean?
Go on for it.
Yeah.
Like that, yeah.
Have you got any enemy chefs?
Enemies.
I don't. There's probably loads that hate me. Do you know what I mean?
So hate you.
I haven't got the time for any beef with anyone. I'm just having my ass.
Keep it in the food.
Keep the beef in the kitchen, guys.
In the beef in the dish. Yeah. I've probably had a few little beefs over the years, but chefs are generally pricks, and I can say that because I am one. But,
that's fair.
Generally knobheads and a bit egotistical and that. But I'm just.
I can imagine, to be fair.
I just haven't got the time for it. I'm just like I want to earn money. I don't want to go and visit the world, and I want to go and do this. So if you got a problem with me, just like I don't know, Instagram me or some shit. I'll get to it at some point, or I'll just block you. Do you know what I mean? I'm far more likely to block it. No, I've got a lot of respect for people in the trade, and I haven't got time for beef with anyone.
Good. Some people are in it for the wrong
reasons. It can distract from your work, and especially if you're trying to be the best you can at what you do.
Yeah. You haven't got time for that. Like, there's a lot of people that I worked with years ago, and like they were probably well better chefs than me, but they never pushed themselves, never went anywhere, and I've just kind of rocketed because I wanted to achieve, and they guys probably hate me. In fact, they do because they'll leave little shitty comments and stuff. And I'm like, I'm not even going to credit that.
It's not worth it.
You've done nothing with your careers.
If you've built a good reputation for yourself, arguing on Instagram, it's not going to be a good look for anyone.
I probably would have done back in the day, but now I've just learned. Fuck off.
Have you ever worked with any famous sort of TV chefs? Have you ever got the chance to work with any of those guys?
Famous TV chefs. Worked with. No, not so much. I've met them, obviously. You meet them kind of on the circuit and stuff. I worked alongside someone who is kind of technically famous, but not household famous, if that makes sense. So Gordon Ramsay's head chef, the guy that taught him.
Oh, shit.
Marco Pierre.
The guy that taught Marco Pierre.
Oh, okay.
he was a legend.
Is he still alive?
Yeah, he's boss. Mark
I think
Prescott.
the Obi-Wan Kenobi of chefs.
Mark Prescott. I've got a book out, by the way, guys. I haven't seen it around here. I'm just saying. Yeah, I've got a book out, guys. I was just looking for it around here.
I've left it in Arch.
There we go, yeah. It came out last year, but Mark did the forward for for me and wrote some nice words there because we'd worked together in Manchester.
Nice.
And I asked him, I was like, oh, I'd love you to write this because I respect him massively for what he's done in his career.
Course.
He was like, I'm pretty sure he was.
Imagine he just
Don't
wrote.
wanna get this
Imagine he
wrong.
just wrote Dave makes shit roast.
Yeah, Dave fucking gash.
Where can you find your book?
He's, where you can find it, yeah. On any links on my social media. It's called Cherry Blossom. It's all
Very
about
nice.
the story of me going to China and learning this. It's all Chinese food.
Oh, cool.
But yeah, Mark's brilliant chef. I think he was the first British chef to hold 3 Michelin stars ever.
Wow.
Yeah, and then he went on.
That's
Big
an
on
achievement, that,
So
isn't it?
yeah, he's the OG, mate.
I mean, you say that's an achievement, but now that I've learned that it's to do with the tyres,
Well,
I
it was.
don't
No,
really
no,
know.
You've still
it
got to
is.
achieve it the same way.
It was, but now it's like obviously whole new level, and 3 Michelin stars is unreal.
Can you not get no more
anyone's
than
ever
that?
held?
That's 3, yeah. Three's the most in one restaurant you can have. So,
Oh, okay.
Really?
And you
But
can lose them.
Yeah.
what have you got to do to lose a Michelin star?
Just your consistency is not right. Yeah, it wasn't as good as it was last time. It can be that simple. You can have an off day. You could be off sick
Really?
as the head chef, and your number 2 didn't do it as good as you, and that's it.
And that affects you directly.
And that's why they're
Yeah.
number 2.
That's why there's so much alcoholism in the trade because
Yeah.
you got to get through.
Have you ever tried, you know, we were speaking about like people like the Netflix show where they cook with weed. Have you ever tried it yourself? Have you ever, like, got tempted and made your own edibles or something?
No. Again, I haven't got. That's a good question. That was good. Yeah, well done. Right.
Thanks, Dave.
I would give it a go.
I do this every week.
100%. Yeah, you've done this before. I would do it. Yeah, I'd be quite interested in doing it. So if there's anyone out there that wants to sponsor a little show about cooking with weed, you know what I mean? Or well, you guys.
You didn't room with 3 Dave.
I think we should try it.
I think we do.
In Amsterdam, I ate all kinds. I wanted to see. You know what I mean? I was trying to eat things to see if it
Yeah.
actually tasted nice.
Well, Dave, if you'd be
Don't
interested,
remember any of it.
Gary, imagine a fried chicken. Over dirty fries, cheese, all your
Crispy fried
trimmings.
chicken, buttermilk.
Spatchcock
That
everywhere.
could
Yeah.
give you the munchies
Spatchcock.
for another serving. Think about that. Think about that
Let's
as
do
a
it.
world.
Let's
I'm
just do
game.
it. Let's just go and do it.
Let's
I
get it
like I like your hat, by the way.
It's nice.
Just so everyone knows.
Chef!
So Hugo Boss made it for me. It's nice, isn't it?
Hugo Boss made it for
I do a
you?
lot of work with Hugo Boss. Yeah.
What?
So, yeah,
How?
yeah.
Go on, explain.
It's mad way they've just used the logo to have chef's brown sauce.
Yeah, belted that one. Yeah, so it's the TV. The TV does everything for you, leaps and bounds. When I first went on the show, I knew the guys at Hugo Boss Liverpool, and I was just like, I'm going on the show, and they just decked me out in Hugo Boss.
that's
Fuck
boss.
off.
So while I was on the show, I had Hugo Boss shoes, jeans,
Sick.
everything apart from me Chef White was Hugo Boss. I had watch and everything on. Kept getting told off to take it. You can't take the watch off. Can have no logos on display. And I was like, all right, sorry. Slip it back on again for the next scene.
Stop scraping this menu.
Yeah.
Do you have any
Probably why I
regrets?
wasn't invited back the third time. It's like
Should I have
product
any-
placement.
Do you have any regrets that you'd do differently now if you went back there? On the show?
The first year was disgusting. It was like I had no idea what was going on, and it was the worst time. We'd gone into COVID. We'd gone into lockdown. It was so busy. We just launched the restaurant. We just have to close the restaurant, and it's just carnage. And then through lockdown, I set up a few businesses just to keep money coming in. I was doing like a local delivery service of all local suppliers.
Yeah.
You fish, meat, veg, bread. All these guys that supplied to restaurants had their lifeblood just cut off straight away.
Yeah.
So I kept them in business, and I had like 32 businesses all operating on my website.
Wow.
And we were putting all these boxes together and delivering them and doing loads of work in the community. Then we were looking after families, 110 families we supported right the way through with fresh fruit, veg, everything
Nice.
that
That's
we
cool,
could afford. We fed 5,000 children through half-term week.
Canal, you
which
like
was
Jesus?
Mad. Yeah, I did feed the 5,000 literally.
Teach a man how to fish
Yeah.
or give them Dave.
No, give them Chef
Yeah,
Dave.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Just give them
Chef
Dave.
Dave. I have literally fed the Scousers. You know what I mean?
And you're saying...
I love that song when he's singing at me. I'm like, you know that.
Feed the scouts that those Christmas time.
And you say in your book, people have referred to you as the Messiah.
Yeah. The Holy Testament of Cherry Blossom.
There we go. Yeah, you know what I mean? Yeah.
But where can you buy your book though? Serious?
Okay, so it's available from the publisher,
church.
Away with Media. That's the publisher, Away with Media. They do a lot of chef books, but you can get it on my own website, which is chefdave.uk.
Oh, nice.
And
You got
is
your
it
own
the
website?
New or the Old Testament you've written on?
It's both. Yeah.
Both.
All of
Very
the
big
above.
style, man, it's
Everything.
big.
All
In
100%. But yeah, going back to the show, so we had all this shit going on, and they were like, they phoned us, and we were like, I can't say no to this. It's my big break.
Yeah.
Exposure.
Yeah.
And now look here. Here with us.
Yeah. Sat here. This is the pinnacle right
You
here.
laugh very sarcastically.
But
But
you've
like
still
that.
got your Hugo Boss cap and money back.
And it was crazy because it was a big rush. I just had to grab a load of shit and drive down there and just film it for a week and then get back as quick as I could. And it was carnage. I had no idea what was going on. The second year was so much better because I knew what was going to happen.
Yeah.
I knew where they try and trip you up, where the cameramen are trying to make you fuck up. So it's good TV. When you fuck up.
Yeah. Okay, yeah.
That's what they want. They
Yeah,
want you to lose your shit.
Yeah.
Was anyone trying to sabotage each other?
Oh, yeah, everyone does.
Right,
Really?
sorry, just be...
Not the chefs, because the chefs are all shitting themselves normally.
Yeah,
Except
they're
for the
too
guys that
focused.
have been on it 3 or 4
Yeah.
years.
Just the crew in there.
Right,
The crew in there, mate. Shit's getting switched off. Things are getting turned
Really?
up.
Yeah.
Something went on fire.
swinging
Something went on fire, and we were like, "What the fuck, man?"
Right, I've never seen it.
Yeah.
Explain it to me. Like, what's
British menu.
the premise?
All right. Okay. 4 chefs are chosen from a region. So
Okay.
we were northwest.
Yeah.
And these guys are chosen because they're hopefully good chefs. They're the best in the area. It's what they're looking for. And you go on a show, and course by course, you're cooking off against each other.
Okay.
There's a famous chef who's your mentor stroke judge.
Who was yours?
First one was Tom Aikens.
Okay.
Monson.
So no, he's all right, Tom, but yeah.
Which one's Tom Aikens?
He's like
The
a
arsehole?
London chef Ginger.
Oh, yeah, he's a fucking god.
Moose restaurant.
Yeah.
Great chef, obviously, but yeah.
Sorry, bastard.
And then the second year was Lisa Allen Goodwin, blonde girl.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways, yeah, and then you're cooking your courses off and you're all competing against each other. You've got a theme to work by as well. So not only is the food got to be good, the idea is you can't just take dishes from your restaurant and cook them.
Yeah.
It's got to be
You got a brief to fill.
Yeah.
So
you're cooking
like
off.
one of them the other year was like fucking Rupert the Bear or something stupid, or
Yeah,
like
it was
English
100 years.
or something.
Yeah, it's always like 100
Right.
years of this. Mine was 100 years of British of BBC,
Yeah.
basically.
So you just like
So you've
loads
got
of paedophiles.
Should have done that, Nice.
His brief was just Jimmy Savile with just load of spring rolls with fingers. Like, yeah, lad.
It's my first dish, the reckoning. Thank you.
A deconstructed cheesecake, just the kid's arsehole first by Jimmy. Not too far, sorry. Sorry. Too
Oh,
far.
I was saying the reckoning because
far.
that's the new Steve
Yeah.
Coogan program.
Yeah,
the
no, I
reckoning. Yeah.
just-
Oh, okay.
That was a
Just
clever
one for
reference,
together.
and he went to
Yeah.
just
Yeah,
kids'
yeah.
arseholes.
Yeah, you went ready to look
You
like
wouldn't think I was
quick.
the only one with kids here.
So
Yeah,
explain that to me. Then how are you recreating 100 years of the BBC and not doing
It's a
paedophiles?
nightmare. It's a nightmare. So you have to talk about I always wanted to as well, and probably a bit of me downfall. I wanted to represent Liverpool specifically. So all my references
Salt and pepper chicken.
all came from Liverpool.
Crisp.
Yeah.
He really didn't like that on the pedal.
In my cat wig. Served it in me one ten. It's like yeah.
His 110s with his bowl. That was his gravy jug.
Yeah. But also
Rolling
mine,
into the
yeah, mine were all about like famous people from Liverpool.
Okay.
Who across the years. who've
Been
got-
on the BBC
Ken
and that.
Dodd,
Oh, okay, yeah, no,
Ken
that's
Dodd,
cool. That's
Ken
cool,
Dodd,
yeah.
Cilla Black, you know what I mean?
Rafa Benitez.
Brookside, there's something about Brookside and all that stuff. So Purple Aki, there we go.
Imagine you did something like that. I was like, who's this lad? You're like, he's a legend.
Ladies, legends, yeah. This is what we'll do for his meal. When we do it.
Yeah.
We'll do the Liverpool version.
Just make it as spicy as you possibly can.
Okay,
dude.
nice.
Just
yeah,
That's
we'll
so
smash that.
mad though, because it's
Lecky
like,
legs.
all right, Sandy, all right, you done Cilla Black and like whatever, but like, how do you look at Cilla Black and then go, ooh, and then think of a
Crispy
scran?
pork belly.
Yeah, but you're doing
It's
that.
hard. It is hard.
He just made the judge just taste with a blindfold on. Blind date.
Surprise, surprise.
Yeah. Surprise. It's nothing to do with Cilla, but I'm going to say surprise. It's hard, and a lot of the time, really, you're looking at it and everyone else is, and they're going, what's that got to do with that?
Yeah.
And they go through just because they cooked it.
No, but do you know what? Though, on that show, though, it makes me laugh because you do watch some of the dishes
Yeah.
and it's something so stupid, and then they just put it in like a Harry Potter bowl and they go, see, it's Harry Potter theme.
Oh.
No, it's not.
Yeah, so it does piss you off as well, like,
Yeah.
honestly.
That's
and it
so
is,
mad, yeah.
it's very much, it's hard to say, but like they know who they want to go through. I think.
Yeah.
Just putting it out there, you fuckers. So if I was to do it again, the second year, I told myself, I'm not even asked. I don't care.
Yeah.
As long as I come across well.
Yeah.
The first year, I was terrified. I'm not going to lie. I was fucking like...
Well, you're out of your comfort zone, aren't you?
Yeah.
So if someone makes me look like a prick on TV, everyone's going to see
Yeah,
it.
yeah,
so
yeah.
the first time, I'm just sitting behind the sofa when it's on, like, just fucking, oh my
Yeah.
God. Because you don't see it until it comes out.
Yeah, yeah.
Like,
And you
don't-
know they fucked about and edited
it's
it to
edited
make things
so
happen and
badly.
stuff.
Yeah, just, like, you film 10 hours a day. for 5 days.
It's a long time.
And then on the TV, it's a half-an-hour episode.
Yeah, with 2 ad breaks in between and that.
And so it's crammed in, and they just take the little bits that they want. You know what I mean? So luckily they normally put you in a good light. I thought anyway.
Yeah,
So.
no, it did come across like that. But you know when obviously the judge and the host goes off to taste it. Yeah. Oh no, so the judge and the chef goes off to taste it. Yeah, you go with it. And then the other 3 stay behind with the host.
Yeah.
Are you open and honest? Do you feel like you can't be that mean? Or have you ever scranned anything and you're gone, nah, this is shit, you know?
Generally, I mean, I'm quite a nice person, I like to think, and, I'm very supportive. And on the TV show, everyone commented, like, fucking hell, you were dead nice to everyone. It was like, because I didn't care about winning. I wasn't there to win. I was there to get my restaurant in people's minds' eyes and give a good representation of me and Scousers and Liverpool, because we get bad press, don't we?
We get bad press.
So I'm just like, fuck you, I'm actually dead nice. Come to Liverpool's boss.
People come with the Messiah?
Eat out of my shoe, I'm the Messiah, and all that.
Did business boom after the show?
Yeah. You see it massively, and then everyone's coming in, and everyone who wants to come in says, "Oh, it's Chef Dave, isn't it? I want to see Dave." And and after a while, I've been out to the restaurant like 19 times now, but I love it, and I would never. Yeah. People are coming to see me, so it was nice. It was a nice thing. It was a nice thing. And I've completely forgotten what the question was now.
I wouldn't ever be audible to someone.
That was it. Yeah, so generally I was quite nice because I thought I'm not going to be the guy on TV that's looking shitting on someone. Others were not so nice. Yeah. And I'll just let them do what they wanted to
guarantee.
do. If it was crap, though, I would have said I haven't enjoyed this at all. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, but it's the way you're saying it, it's the way you're putting it across.
I can see what she's tried to do here, or she's tried to do there, but it doesn't work for me.
But as you said, with it being TV, I guarantee you being the Scouts, they would have made you look like the fucking enemy.
Yeah, well, that's what you've always got to be. That's always in your mind's eye. Yeah. How am I going to come across? You know what I mean? So,
question for you, Dave. Right. So you know the way. Right, I want to talk about Gordon Ramsay for a second. Okay. Because I'm just wondering, as a chef who's worked in the business, I'm interested in your insight in it. You know the way when he's on telly and the way he is with everyone. Yeah. He's very on them in the kitchen. Do you think that's actually, say he's running a kitchen for the evening, do you think that's actually how he carries on, or is that just because...
He certainly wouldn't do it now.
No.
He doesn't need to do it now.
No. Fair.
Chefs
back in the day, he would have done, and his head chefs would have been like that to him.
Yeah, because I watched a video of him, and he was with Marco Pierre White, and he was doing like...
dead young.
I don't know, he was dead young, and I don't know what he was doing. It was like the meat inside, like a thing, and then a thingy all together. You probably know what I mean.
Oh,
looked like a Cornish pasty.
A beef Wellington.
But it wasn't a Cornish pasty.
Yeah, probably beef Wellington.
And Marco Pierre White is absolutely screaming at him, and he's just like, "Yeah, chef, yeah, chef." Yeah. And I was thinking, oh, you don't like that, do you? Yeah. Big boy. But that must have just been what it was like. Yeah, big boy.
My favourite Gordon Ramsay scene or memory is on that show where fucking...
Idiot Sandwich?
Yeah, no.
Idiot Sandwich is good though.
Yeah, it's a good one. Yeah.
But it is bad at this.
Wait, what's his name? Fucking Freddie and...
Fred and Gino.
And Gino, yeah.
That's a great show.
It is.
Gino's on FaceTime to his son and they're in the car. And he goes, look where I'm with Dad. And he just turns the phone and he's out on a date with Gordon Ramsay's daughter. And Gordon Ramsay's fuming. And Gino's like, he's figuring your daughter.
My favourite Gordon Ramsay one is when he's saying, who's cooked this and blah, blah, blah. And the fella thinks he's giving him a compliment. And he goes, me, and he goes, it was fucking shit. And he goes,
have you seen the way his ma has him off as well? When him and his ma are cooking like a traditional fucking Scottish dish or something, and they pull out the oven, and his ma just goes, "Is that even cooked?" He goes, "Of course it's fucking cooked, Mum." And he puts the knife and he goes, "No, you're right." And he puts it back, and his ma just goes, "You know."
Did you ever see when he comes to Liverpool? I think it was, I don't know whether it was like on Kitchen Nightmares or something, but it's where he goes to somebody else's restaurant. No, I don't know if it was the Walton Village one. He might have. I think it could be. And he's slagging the chef off, and the chef's going. The chef stood there going, "What then, Pete?" Yeah. Sorry, what then, Gordon? Pete. He's like, well, what then, Gordon?
Fronting him?
Not fronting him, but like Gordon Ramsay.
He did have a pop back at him, didn't he?
Like Gordon Ramsay's having a go at him, and like in all fairness, from what I
found this recipe in the fucking on this magazine.
He's going, well, lad, Gordon, what, lad? What?
He's going, you meant to be here to help me, you know what I mean? Don't just stand there giving me shit, lad.
And he had a point down, you know. Like, he did have a point to be fair.
It was saying that it was Walton Village. I remember it being dead. It was a big
hilarious
thing.
I wonder if they've ever set some of the scenes up for telly, you know, on like Hell's Kitchen and that. Then he's proper screaming.
And maybe not the American ones.
Everything's set up for TV. Yeah. Loads of it is, yeah.
Yeah, cause I mean, I suppose if the cameras in that way, he'd have no need to carry on.
That's
like,
the point, yeah.
And you only end up ever saving like 6 people at a table.
Yeah.
It's
the
not
tree
even a
falls
big
in the
audience.
forest and there's no one there to hear it.
Yeah.
Shame it in, do you know what I mean?
I just love
I'm in
him.
the kitchen, there's no cameras.
I just
Do
love
any
him though
for
because
shout?
it's like he's flipping on everyone going, the customers need to have the best night of the life, man. And the customer come over and go, be waiting for the soup for 20 minutes. You go, fuck off!
Yeah, fuck you!
Doesn't make no sense.
Get out!
Get out of my kitchen!
Yeah. No,
You know
I mean,
what I
good
love?
TV though, isn't it?
I like it when he's
It's all
not, when he
about
doesn't
the
get
TV.
angry. You know, when you can just tell he's disappointed in someone, looks at it and he goes, what's that?
Have you seen his TikToks he's doing now where he just like comments on
Rating people's food.
I love the
Oh,
ones he
brilliant.
does with Uncle Gordon.
He's brilliant. He's a brilliant belter comedian, right?
Yeah.
Is that when he's a comedian as well? Is he? Yeah.
That's how he normally speaks. By
Oh,
the way.
Uncle Roger. Uncle
Roger.
Roger. I say Uncle Gordon.
Oh, was that
They
it?
chat to me.
Yeah, I met Uncle Roger.
Have you?
Yeah.
Shut up. What's he
But,
like? Is that accent put on?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
He's from Scam.
Yeah. Deepest, darkest bootle. We're always, he's a comedian, he's brilliant. So he does other stuff, but his Uncle Roger thing's obviously just gone.
Yeah, massive. Yeah.
Huge, like.
Yeah.
Have you seen? Sorry, that fella as well. I think I don't know if he's Chinese or not. But his son makes him do like gourmet meals out in.
He brings
He'll
them
bring
like a
home,
red
Yeah.
meal.
Bring him a big
Yeah.
gourmet. I'm gonna go turn that gourmet. Dad.
Yeah, and he just cracks on with it.
Yeah.
That's good. Isn't it mad though? Like, yeah, it's now TikTok and Instagram.
Yeah, it's took over the
crazy.
fucking world,
And
hasn't it?
food is phenomenally massive, do you know what I mean? So, yeah.
Food, yeah. I can't. It's mad
Food
though because like.
TikToks?
I love
I
watching
enjoy
them though, you know.
I enjoy cooking food. I wouldn't go over the top and be like I think I'm a pure chef. But every time a video of someone cooking a scran on TikTok, I have to watch it. Have to.
Glad you can't, no?
It's
Yeah.
massive, isn't it?
Have
It's
to.
huge.
Have you ever thought of it?
Yeah,
do you do stuff
it's
like that,
probably
or
what
have
I
you?
want to do. I've done like right the way through lockdown. I was doing live cook-alongs with people like local celebs like Purple Aki and stuff like that.
Did you actually You say, what,
Sorry.
what do you want for your little course, mate? Muscle.
Yeah, he was just cooking and he was just massaging him behind, innit?
Just going, oh yeah, feels good, that Aki, nice one. It certainly takes the stress off.
Yeah.
What can I do with these arms? That is a pestle mortal. I just get going.
Who did you have on it? Who was the biggest person you had on?
Oh god, we just had all kind. I was just because it was lockdown. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
we got
There's
local
no
guys
to
on, the guys off the radio.
Sick, man.
I had like Simon Ross, who has the most beautiful voice ever off the radio.
Yeah.
It's Rossi.
He does, doesn't he?
So I could sit there. Oh.
Man,
Say that again, mate.
You can talk, you know, send an audience out to him straight away. Be like,
Oh, God, we
hello,
did,
that's doing
I did so many. Leanne Campbell as well from Radio City. She's
Okay.
nuts, but she's amazing. I wanted something to do, and I wanted people to have
local
something to
people.
watch.
Yeah.
We did loads. So we even had bloody hell, the actor that's just died recently.
James Abraham.
Yeah, James Abraham. We did
Yeah.
one with
Oh,
James
yeah,
Abraham.
I worked with James back in the day on Something Across the
that's
Maze.
sad,
Yeah, he
so
was
rest in
lovely.
peace, James. But anyway, yeah, we did one with there. We did loads of people like.
Yeah.
And I've done little small videos, but yeah, it is something I need to get into. So now I'm out of the kitchens. I never had time. Never had time to do it.
They got
Now
me
I'm
out of the game.
Yeah, I need to get myself a little studio. Do you know what I mean? Just iron up this one, see if I can get me pots and pans in it.
You had the easy put a barbecue.
moving your house, but yeah, because we could do some videos. It'd be dead
Well,
cool.
we had a lad on. We had a lad on ages ago. His Instagram. I don't know if you've seen his Instagram. It's Smoked Face Griller.
Yeah, I know them. I know
Yeah,
Tom.
He's brilliant.
Yeah, I
lad.
love Tom.
He like some of the foods he cooks by just using barbecues. Like it's incredible the way he does it. Like
And his story's incredible as well, innit?
Yeah.
Like it was a fucking house fire that made him turn into barbecuing and all that.
Yeah.
Nah,
Yeah.
he's
I've known his,
brilliant.
I've known his missus for years. Laura, he makes the cakes, right? Laura's little bakery is his
Char-grill.
missus.
Yeah.
I've known him for good.
Do you say
yeah.
char grill or
I've
char
known him for
grill?
years.
You know,
Alright, well, we've got to cut that out, haven't we?
no one died.
No, man.
I thought he said spelled the kids.
No, what?
Oh, did you not?
Jesus Christ.
Did you not say that?
Obviously not.
Oh, fuck.
I
hell.
No, he did,
I
he did.
said smell the burner
No
kids.
one died.
He definitely said it. He
I just
definitely
want to
said it.
make it feel
We've just
like
been
edit.
laughing about the cars are stripping everything and
Yeah.
that was
Yeah,
where it was
but
our
lad,
line.
we know him. It's
Yeah,
different.
yeah.
No one got hit. It was just house fire.
Yeah, well,
we
good
need
to
to
know,
say
good
the
to
kids,
know,
but
good to know.
Yeah.
I know the kids.
Yeah, no, I know.
No, he's a boss lad.
Yeah, no.
Well, no,
Just burnt his
Here's
kids.
a question then. So, you know, your cherry blossom,
Yeah.
right? So, is it more so of a book and not like a cookbook?
No, there's a cookbook.
Oh, okay.
But there's the story at the start with how I ended up doing Chinese food.
Yeah.
And then there's kind of easy
right now.
recipes and there's really complicated ones which no one's ever going to be able to do. I can't even do them.
Just write about them, yeah.
I hire people to do them recipes. No, but the stuff that's from the restaurant from Luban, you know what I mean? So
That's nice.
our top sellers and stuff and the most popular dishes that I did while I was there,
Yeah.
they're all in there. They're quite complex, obviously, and but there's other ones in that I just took direct from China.
Yeah.
Thought,
I'm so
that's
int-
a belter scran. That's going in the book
I'm so
straight.
interested in your China stuff though. I think China proper interests me. Like, and it's somewhere that I'd love to go one day. Where did you go in China?
I've been to 3 different areas. They're all northern China, to be fair. So next time I go back, I do want to kind of hit the south, and I want to go Hong Kong as well. But Tianjin is the first place I went to. I was there for a month. That's very modern. Yeah, kind of forward-thinking city. That was kind of cool. Lots of seafood there. That was their thing. Big seafood place. I went to Shandong, which is very industrial.
What's it called?
Shandong.
Shandong, yeah, like
I
that.
said dong. Shandong, and I had that was like they had a really famous, and this is cool. This during probably kind of after the outbreak.
Why did you just fart dead loud in the corner? And you just farted.
Leave that
There's someone knocking on the door.
I just tell them how to tell the story.
That was boss, that.
in.
He's talking about Shandong and you're just shitting your dong everywhere. Like.
It's just gone.
Yeah.
It's gone. I'm getting me cold.
Sorry about him,
No,
Dave.
that's
Go on.
fine.
Yeah. Peasants in the corner.
Shandong was far more. It was a poorer city. Do you know what I mean? And it's very much more agricultural.
Yeah.
But the food was phenomenal, and they've got this famous barbecue actually in Shandong. So, and everyone sits outside in the evening times, like from about 8 o'clock right the way through till like 2 in the morning. Everyone just sits together on these like benches with these barbecues in front of you, and you're just cooking your own food. All the food just comes on sticks for you, and just cook your own food.
Oh, okay.
Is that got a
Phenomenal,
name?
mate.
Is that Tappanyaki or something? Or what's that? Am I just making names up?
Yeah.
You made the word up.
Never heard that in my life.
Yeah, teppanyaki again. It's Japanese,
Japanese,
but
is it?
it's cooking in
That was the
front.
second leader of Korea, Gary.
No, but isn't that, what's the little like fucking silver like fucking barbecue thing and they just have the little meat on it like that?
Yeah,
Oh,
they
kebabs.
have, little robata grills. Yeah, robata grills, and it will come back to me in a minute because I've done Japanese food before now.
I feel like
but
I'm just being dead
every time I
racist.
was yeah.
So you went to Shandong.
Shandong was phenomenal. So I sat down in these massive, I mean, you're talking like thousands of people that sat outside and everyone's just cooking the
Wow.
food, and there's massive
And
pitchers
you're
of
in
beer
there
coming
well,
along.
that's boss that.
And everyone wanted to see the white guy, so everyone's like, film taking and the thing is, they hadn't seen white people for ages because of lockdown. And
Yeah.
Next minute they're going,
You know what I
oh my
mean?
God, can you do yellow?
Yeah.
They're like that scene in Superman when you've got to sing.
They made me. I did karaoke in front of 1,000 people. It wasn't yellow.
Oh,
though.
I want his pants on. The stars.
My God, they're Chris Martin.
Martin Clune.
But no, it was fucking phenomenal. And they're so hospitable. They were bringing me. People were just coming over with bevs for me, going try this and try this. And I was like, fucking hell. It was amazing.
That's cool,
That was really cool. And then I went off to Beijing because I'd never been, and obviously it's such a massive city.
Yeah.
And I was just on my own. I just took
What was your
myself
highlight, you reckon?
off. In
How long was you there for, sorry?
I've done 3 different trips now. But,
So that wasn't at the same time, it was all different.
Yeah.
Oh,
One
okay,
month
okay.
was in Tianjin, and then I've been to Shandong and Beijing separately. But yeah, in Beijing we went in one of like the oldest like Peking duck restaurants in the city,
Really?
and the Peking ducks obviously it was just life changing.
The duck's just looking around the corner.
Yeah, like
Hello.
Little
What
tear
is
came
Peking?
down. Peking's just the old name for Beijing. So
Is that it?
Yeah, it was the capital, and you got to think back in the day, Peking, where the emperor was living there and
Yeah.
everything.
Oh, okay. I didn't know
So it's just
that.
come from there.
So it's
Learn something every day.
It is known as Beijing duck in some places, but it's Peking
How old are we
duck.
chatting? The place?
The
Peking duck place?
This recipe was like over like 600 years old for this
but
recipe.
but the place itself
the
wasn't.
place what started there, that was at the same time, like 600 years ago.
Fuck off.
And obviously it's got bigger and expanded, but
Yeah.
there's still part of it still there, the same. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, really?
There's a
That's
beautiful
sick.
little like courtyard bit, open air. So you're in the restaurant, but there's an open air bit. and I was sat there eating like all these amazing dishes and the Peking duck, obviously, and they were still doing all the same kind of a traditional entertainment and music that they would have had 600 years ago as well.
That's sick. I'd love to go to China so much, you know.
Like,
It's just all life experience, isn't it? And the story you've now got to tell.
And then even like
this,
this, honestly, so friendly. So there's like a table full of guys next to me, and they're just like, "Do you want a ciggy? Do you want a ciggy?" I don't smoke, but I was like, "Yeah, go ahead," because I felt bad. So I was smoking.
Yeah, you just crack and make another joint with the fucking tobacco.
This is what I learnt in.
Let me show you what we do.
But then they were like, and they're saying cheers constantly and passing beverages to each other, and it's like they'll buy baijiu, which is their rice spirit, and it's lethal. But you've got, if someone pours you one, you have to drink
a rice spirit.
Yeah, it's ruthless.
Oh, mad.
Tastes like
Jackie
violence.
Chan's
It tastes like what?
Violence.
Oh, violence. Was it violence? Because that sounds nice.
That's delicious. Yeah.
What does it actually taste like? That
Petrol, like
really? Yeah, like that bad.
Yeah.
That's just went on the like,
What'd
I
you say?
don't even
He
tell.
meant a rice spirit and he meant like
Jackie
Chan's
Chan.
ghost.
Oh man, look at him, like doesn't he?
That's like, he's like, is it
Please
racist?
explain
Is
it,
not
sorry.
racist?
A rice spirit.
Yeah.
Jackie Chan. I'm not even saying that. Let's move on.
Jackie
Sorry
Chan
about.
dead?
No, but just
Oh, right, okay.
Spirit.
Sorry. I thought it was Bruce Lee.
just leave it, but it's okay.
Oh, okay.
The ghost of Bruce Lee, man.
Oh,
Yeah.
lad, you know what? Yeah, I didn't find it funny.
Sorry,
I'm
Bob.
not-
Fucking hell.
Lad, come on, I always
did.
laugh at your stuff.
Bobby, no, it's fine. Anyway, sorry.
I don't even like your music, like, shut up.
So yeah, so Dave. So one of our old co-hosts, Bobby. But no, do you know what fascinates me? I've been watching them so often for like so many months, and I don't know why. You always see them like it's only like a reel on Instagram or a video on TikTok, and it's these people cooking with these like Japanese A5 Wagyu beef, like that, the highest quality.
Look at him popping up.
Wagyu beef.
Like the highest
say
quality. Of like, have you ever cooked with any of them?
Yeah, we've done Wagyu before, yeah. And
Really?
I've done private dinings before at Premiership football players' houses.
Oh, yeah. Do you want to throw that in
You
there?
don't have to say who.
And
or-
he particularly asked for Wagyu, so I did Wagyu.
Nice.
I don't cook and tell.
Right. Do you know what?
okay,
I've never.
And if I'm
I've
going to
never-
get any future business...
I've never
That's fair.
had.
That's fair.
I've never had Wagyu beef. I'm going to call it that.
Wagyu
Because
beef.
it's very famous with Chris. Wagyu
Okay,
beef.
yeah.
Yeah.
He went- beautiful.
We
We
were
had a
speaking
clip
about
that
it.
went viral because he went to say Wagyu beef and he went, that Wagyu beef?
Wagyu beef. So Wagyu beef. I've never had it, right? But I when you look at pictures of it, I think like
just
I
like
don't know with
fatty.
the marbling on it looks.
Yeah.
It makes me feel sick. I don't know why.
I understand
it
this, but I'm not into that.
It just doesn't look nice. I
Someone
don't
so fat, I
get
don't
it.
like fat.
Would you
What's
say
it-
flavour is? Fat
What's
is
it in
flavour.
comparison? If you were to get a Wagyu and not a sirloin, a fillet. The
Two
very
opposite ends of the spectrum
no, but
then,
it's
aren't they?
no, but it's
He knows
all
what he's
steaks.
talking about.
I think all steak tastes the same.
See,
No,
Bobby,
is
I'll
it not?
explain to you. David, may I?
Please.
I want to listen to it from
Listen,
you.
relax, Dave. No, so Bobby, the difference is
Go on.
different cuts of steak
Yeah.
have got different amounts of fat in, which is also referred to as marbling. And the fat or marbling that runs through the more tender, meaty parts of the steak increases depending on the cut. So a fillet, for example, is known for almost no fat, very lean meat, whereas a Wagyu is known for its marbling, which is where all the richness and the flavour comes
You
from.
been on the phone to him?
No.
Whatever.
Bobby, Dave, I'm an educated man with a So the
He
more
knows his steaks.
He still just eats a frying steak though.
So
out of
no,
the
so
fucking
Yeah,
the
cheap and cheerful.
the more fat or marbling in the steak. You know, like with the
More
Wagyu,
flavour.
for example, you recommend to not eat as much of it because of the fat or marbling that's in it. It makes it much more rich in flavour. Meaning, if you eat too much of it, it can upset your
make
stomach. So
yourself,
it's
yeah.
recommended to eat it in smaller portions.
So
as well,
what's
if I'm
the
not mistaken, Dave?
How'd you get a Wagyu? How'd you get a
That
Wagyu?
was boss. Get that and just stick that little bit on its own little
That's a
reel.
clip.
Yeah.
Smash that out.
Yeah, nah, let's not feed his ego.
No, Dave, I'm a clued up guy.
So what's the difference? Not the difference, but like, how do I get? If I've got a cow in front of me, how do I then get the Wagyu from it?
No, that's not how it works.
Well, what?
It's a Wagyu is a breed of beef.
Oh, is
It's
it?
its own breed,
Yeah.
and it's been fed a certain diet, and it's been looked after a
that's-
certain way.
Oh,
Some
okay.
are grass
But it
fed
is a
and-
cow.
And the ones in
Yeah,
it is a cow.
so if you,
So I'm right then.
Right, so like,
why you all laughing at me when I said
look,
cow?
Right, so if us free with steaks,
But you can't take the
I-
Wagyu out of a normal
laughing
cow.
at me?
if us free
You
with
can't just
steaks,
slide
like,
the Wagyu
I'd be a Wagyu, you'd be a frying steak, right? Because I'm full of marbling. There's fucking...
Danny would be a braising steak.
yeah.
I don't know why.
Dave, I think I make it a great steak.
Oh, so that's what it is then. It's the way they're fed and look after that makes it different.
So this is a breed of beef from Japan, and it's the way that what they're fed, what they're looked after, and they're fucking massive when you see them. They're big, massive things.
Is it nice?
They're like massaged and all kinds, aren't they? They're treated with disrespect, and they don't actually export any of the like the very top grade stays in Japan. It's not allowed to leave.
Really? Yeah.
And so you can breed those with other cattle and create your other. So most of the Wagyu that
not
you
pedigree
see,
cows.
you'll see in the UK won't be full pedigree.
Okay.
Wagyu.
So how much are you paying for that then if you were to go over there?
Oh god, that's ridiculous.
Really?
That's unreal. Yeah. The price you're paying for that. That's why it's small, mate.
How much then? How much average?
Should
Oh,
we have a look?
I want to know. So have you had a Wagyu before?
We ordered Wagyu and for a certain client, and that cost me like £200 for a little piece of steak like this big.
And did you taste a bit?
I mean, I've got to taste it. I'm the chef.
Was it nice?
You have to make sure it's nice.
Is it nicer than just a normal steak though?
Yeah.
Would I know the difference if you were to stick a fillet in front of me in a Wagyu and blindfolded me? Would I be able to know what
depends on your palate?
One's gonna like
you let it
in your
melt.
mouth.
The Wagyu will melt in your mouth because the fat oozing out of it.
Which marbling?
Yeah.
No. I found the website called Fine and Wild. Named after me. And for the Japanese A5 Wagyu sirloin steak, 400 gram is £112.
That's top. A5. Sorry.
A5's up there. Yeah.
140 quid for 500 gram. 700 gram one's £196. But if you were to go to a restaurant and get that,
imagine you left it on the pan and went for a piss and forgot about it.
I just get steak in a tin, mate.
So that was that 400 quid for the
400
gram was 120.
120.
So you're going to be paying 500 quid for that steak
in a restaurant.
Jesus.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah, because
and you know the way you have to you're supposed to let meat rest. Do you let Wagyu rest as well?
Yeah,
then?
yeah, same way. Yeah.
Do you let it rest? Why do you rest meat? What is it?
I know, yeah.
So as it
cooks,
as it cooks, it's all tightening up. And
the muscles are all tightening up.
So once you let it rest as well, it relaxes back again. It goes more succulent and juicy. Oh, look, he's just wiped that off.
You should be wiping something else off.
I've just had a sex me in my pants, I swear.
And that's it. So yeah, you want to eat it at its very best, don't you? You've spent this money on this steak, whatever. If it's not even Wagyu, you're still spending money on a good steak.
Yeah.
You need to let it rest, let it relax again, and then all the flavours come through better. So if you eat it and it's chewy, it's a waste, isn't it?
But for years, I'd never ever order steak because growing up, my ma couldn't cook, and he'll vouch for that. My ma burns everything, like she burns peas. She's a dickhead. And
she's a dickhead.
Oh yeah, she's a dickhead. And like,
peas and frosties.
Like, you could smash a window with the steak that she'd cook, right? So I was always just well done. That's all I'd ever have. And if it was slightly pink, I could never eat it. So I'd never order in a restaurant because I feel like it's just massively disrespectful to the chef asking for fucking ribbon. Yeah, I know.
I'm so sorry.
Massively disrespectful to the chef. Just ruining a cut of meat. And it was when we got invited to Gaucho, wasn't it?
Oh yeah.
And I was like, go on, I'll have a little bit pink. And I was just like,
medium,
was that the fucking first time?
Yeah,
Shut up.
I was like, game changer.
Was it amazing? Was it the best thing ever?
Yeah.
Soft and juicy, succulent.
And it's not really blood, is it? What is it?
It's not blood because
the
blood.
What is it, like mysoglobin or something it's called?
Jesus Christ, look at this guy. Get on this.
Dude, the fuck you
not right, check the business account. He's definitely bought his book.
Listen, I just know steak, lad.
Nah, weird. Like you, I get it. You're a chef.
Like, if I'm going out and I'm going, when I go out for a meal.
Off, lads. No, waiter comes over and goes,
no one knows what mysoglobin. No one knows.
Dave, please. I'm not lying. I'm not lying. If ever I'm going out for a meal.
How much mysoglobin's going to be in this?
No, Dave, I wouldn't. I'm not a prick, Dave. I wouldn't quite go that far. But what I'm saying, though, is when I go out for a meal, 9 times out of 10, I'm ordering steak. I'm ordering steak. So when I'm ordering a steak, I want to have as much knowledge of the meal I'm ordering. It's your favourite meal. I want to know what I'm eating. I want to be able to recognise.
My man's asking the waiter who's on minimum wage, who doesn't have a fucking clue. He just knows the menu. He's like, what's the marbling like on that mysoglobin?
No, I don't ask. I just know what to look for.
To bring the meat out before they cook it.
100%.
No, if they offer to, well, then it turns down a chance.
Yeah, I'll have a look. Can I go and see the aging chamber?
I introduce myself to the chef, please.
Some of the steak restaurants have that.
Comedian, of course.
Yeah.
Part-time chef.
May I see the marbling on the steak?
Speak to me about the mysoglobin.
Yeah. In fact, be going for from me.
But no, you're 100% right. If it comes out, it's not like blood in there, and people always. One of my pet hates was like people going, "I don't want any blood in it," and it's like it's not gonna have blood in it. It's rested for 40 days. It's hung. It's like it's aged.
Yeah, but dead bodies.
The whole process is they take all the blood out.
Yeah,
The blood's
drain
gone. It's drained. It has its throat slit. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
The hands upside
Halal in
down,
it.
and the blood comes out. And then it's butchered up, and it ages for a while. Do you know what I mean? So it's
Is it like a protein thing?
Yeah, effectively, it's what happens like on bodies. I would imagine as well. But that went a bit dark, didn't it?
Yeah,
quite quickly.
Yeah.
Tell us about the time we cooked that fella.
We'll do that another time. This other guy that hires me, right? But no, so it's not blood in there, but it's the juices, and it's the it's myoglobin, it's the proteins, it's all that coming out. And that is flavour.
It is.
It's done me head in the way he's like, you've agreed with him. You should have said no.
Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't call it myoglobin.
You can't disagree with facts.
You can't.
But yeah, so it's not blood when you cut into a steak, and that's not coming out. But yeah.
Do you judge anyone who asks for the steak blue?
Blue.
Would you ever cook anything
I
blue?
think people do that.
Yeah,
for
no,
attention.
we cook it.
Does
However,
restaurants decline it and say I'm not cooking it blue?
Can I say blue?
they can't.
Do you have your steak blue? Yeah. I think people just do it for attention.
You're
No
fucking
wonder he looks
weird,
like a vampire, doesn't he?
Look, I like it.
I used to
medium
eat
rare,
mine
nice.
always rare, like always. But the more I kind of started cooking, and the further I
Is
got,
this-
and now I'll go like more medium rare, depending on the
I
cut of
prefer-
meat.
That's what I was going to
medium
say. Is on the different types of steak you can get, is
Yeah.
there certain ways to cook it?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, I knew that.
And is that true?
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's well done.
That's how it feels.
Yeah, that's well done.
Although that's hard to learn. That, do you know what I mean? 'Cause
Yeah,
you can't be
defo, 'cause it
sitting
all
there
feels the
going
same
like-
to me.
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Might be the scar on me
It
hand. I'm not
tightens
gonna
up
lie.
as you move it across the hands,
Yeah.
but yeah, it's all down to practice, really. But yeah, I used to always just order every steak rare because I thought that was the best way to have it. But then as I kind of, I don't know, in my career and everything, as I kind of learned,
No, I know what you mean.
I'm now like, I will eat a fillet rare, but I'll go like, my other stuff I prefer a bit more like medium rare because I want the charring around the
Does it
outside.
depend
Yeah.
who's cooking it though as well?
Yeah, I want the fat to have broken down a little bit. I think, yeah, so...
I had to break down a few weeks
I
ago.
don't mind. Whatever people like, though, a customer comes in and orders a blue, I'm going to do him a blue steak. If he wants it well done, I'll do it well done. It'll be the best well done he's ever had. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What
That's
is
my
blue?
job
Is it
to
just
do.
like 60 seconds each side just to seal it? What is
Yeah,
it?
so with the blue steak, you'll have to take it out the fridge, though, and you need to leave
Room
it
temperature.
somewhere warm to start getting to room temperature because it can't be cold in the middle.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you ever get it cold in the middle, it's wrong. It's horrible.
No.
And then it's a literal sear around the outside. So it's all seared around the edges. And some people order it black and blue as well, which is mad.
That's
which
disgusting.
is really harshly seared around the
Oh, so
outside.
high temperature, short time,
And then
bang.
inside still blue though. So it,
Mad though.
I've eaten a few blue steaks in my time, but obviously I prefer more like rare, medium rare.
Yeah,
Yeah,
fuck
yeah.
that.
I like the flavours.
Have you ever had a mega rare?
What's a mega rare?
Just like, well, it's not blue because, I mean, just
no,
take straight on the packet.
Oh, do you mean raw?
Yeah.
Mega rare.
That's what I was looking for, yeah. That's what I was looking for, yeah.
Technical term.
That's an underclub Gerard or something. Yeah. That was mega rare.
Yeah.
Or like, lad.
Dave, I apologise about the
It used to be an ongoing joke in the kitchen that I was working with my guys because I would try everything, even if it was raw or cooked.
Yeah, okay.
I wanted to see what it tastes like while it's raw. Could be anything. Could be like lamb fat. It could be anything. But
Yeah.
That's disgusting,
You
Dave.
horrible
Try.
bastard, yeah.
Yeah, that's horrible.
I used to like you.
I used to eat raw
Meat and
chicken.
sea turtles.
I can't lamb. The smell of lamb
I
cooking,
love lamb,
vomit.
mate.
Minted lamb
No,
makes
the
me feel
smell-
sick.
Minted,
The
not
smell
minted.
of lamb cooking,
wrong with me,
I violently
You're a
vomit.
connoisseur, sir.
So, you see, Dave, we come from different backgrounds.
Connoisseur, kids who eat pot noodles all the time.
Beef pot noodle.
I know. I'm taking the beef out like, not much marble in the beef in the
Remember the pot noodle advert
I
with
won't
Big
eat it.
Dave? Was you?
Nice. Love that.
How long have we been recording for, by the way, John? An hour and 12 minutes. Dave, do you know what? I think we're going to call it an episode, Dave. I've had a really good time. Thank you very much. Before we do go, is there anything you've got coming up that you'd like to promote coming forward? Anything you're bringing out? Any more books, Dave? Anything to do with
And
Marlon?
I just said you've left the
This whole
restaurant
book of
now.
marbling. I need you to write it for me, bro. You know what I mean?
I'm already
It's just
working
going to be
on
loads of glass marbles on the floor.
Right, where are we up to? I've launched my recruitment business. Yes, Chef Recruitment. Anyone needs staff?
Get Danny a job. He's unemployed. He's got quite a bit of food knowledge.
Front of house, back of house.
I wouldn't work
We're
for
doing
someone.
that. We're doing that. That's going really well for us. We're still doing. I do consultancy now for anyone who's restaurants that are struggling or just need a little bit of a new concepts. I'm really good at designing them. I'm out obviously all over the world still, so yeah, keep an eye out for stuff going on there. May have a TV show appearance coming up soon. As for that, yeah, I will be working on the second book shortly, which is more about teaching Chinese food to people at home cook.
Nice. Nice.
Obviously, that's the next step.
Yeah.
We can talk about restaurant food all day long, but people are at home. And yeah, let's just see where the world takes me next, literally. So yeah, keep an eye out.
Well, keep us updated, Dave.
Yeah,
You will do.
Yeah, I wanted to get you guys in,
but
but unfortunately I've moved on since then. But let's have a look. It's not a good time for a restaurant at the moment, but we'll have a look next year and see what it's looking like.
Been a quick hour, Dave. I've had fun.
Before you go, can you speak any Chinese?
Ni hao.
Can you at least do the accent and maybe do the eyes?
I'm definitely 100% not doing the accent or the eyes. Yeah.
Clearly, I spent that much time there.
Yeah.
No, so only a few bits and a few phrases.
A little bit, yeah. I know the basics. I knew enough to kind of get me like onto trains and stuff. And I travel, babe. I had to learn like bits quick because I was in Beijing on my own for a few days before I met some people there. So yeah. But I don't know. Are you gonna make me say Chinese?
No. I
just want to.
Well, we can say it right. We can all say it right. Well, everyone knows ni hao ma. Yeah. And we can just say Zaitien, which is basically good night because we're finishing now. So Zaitien.
You isn't there.
Yes, you may.
Yeah, definitely isn't that. But yeah.
No, I don't think that's even any language.
We can say xie, which is thank you. Xie.
Well, say for watching.
Nice.
It's been an absolute pleasure, Dave. I'll be in touch over the Marbling soon. Thanks very much. As always, thanks for watching. The support means a lot. Keep going back every week. Every Thursday night, we're releasing new episodes. Dave Gritty, thank you for coming down.
Thank you very much.
Soon.
Thank you.
Thanks again. See you later.
Boom.